North Korea's Kim Jong-un announced he's ready for both dialogue and confrontation with the U.S. This comes 1 month after the Biden administration held a summit with South Korea's president, where they discussed the North Korean regime. NTD's Christina Kim has the story.
North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un is giving his first comments about the Biden administration. According to state media, the regime leader stressed the need for dialogue and especially confrontation. This comes as the U.S. reiterated its goal of complete denuclearization for North Korea, but noted the administration won't focus on achieving a grand bargain. Asia expert Joseph Bosco says the regime's statement is relatively routine in terms of the country being prepared for any outcome. And the fact that he even mentioned dialogue is a good thing, since Kim hasn't always included that in the past. But Bosco notes the pandemic has taken quite a toll on the country. Couple that with their agricultural issues and U.S. sanctions, the timing of the message may show that Kim is under pressure.
And he was hoping that they were giving Biden time to see if he would make some kind of concessions. He has not done that. And I think they're feeling the heat and decide they'd better make a deal while they can.
Bosco says the only tactic that has worked when dealing with North Korea in the last 20 years is the maximum pressure approach from the Trump administration, and that has 3 elements.
One was the economic sanctions, which are the toughest that have ever been imposed on North Korea. Secondly was the credible threat of force. Trump made some fire and fury statements that indicated he was actually willing to use force if they continued with their long-term missile tests or nuclear tests. And the third was the human rights issue. Trump gave 3 major speeches to the United Nations, the Korean National Assembly, and his State of the Union, where he focused heavily on North Korea's atrocious human rights record.
And he says a key component to dealing with the North Korean regime is to also be hard on its partner, China. Bosco says the Chinese regime has used North Korea's nuclear forces to their advantage.
They've been able to play that North Korea card against the United States and persuade us not to get tough on human rights, on Taiwan, on the South China Sea, on trade, because we need China, presumably, to help us with North Korea. But they've never really helped.
Bosco says the Biden administration can't try to strike a middle ground. They must be tough. He hopes Biden follows Trump's approach and says he believes it will give them a much better chance of succeeding. Christina Kim, NTD News.